Okay, hi, selamat pagi. Alright, so hari ini kita teruskan dengan we continue with our next lesson. Okay, alright, so we will go to the topic. Alright, so the new chapter. So I hope all of you can see the notes that I present, I show to you. So I hope all of you already write down this note. Alright, so the next chapter, or we can say as our last chapter, alright, the Pythagoras Theorem. Okay, so before we go on, we must know what is the definition of the hypotenuse. Alright, and how to define, alright, from the diagram to define which side is the hypotenuse. Right, if given to you the diagram, right, you just see the longest side from the diagram is hypotenuse, and usually it also is opposite to the right angle triangle. Okay, so you can see from here. Okay, one. Mana? I check you the huh? Okay, so this one, alright, when you see this one, okay, right, you can see the meaning of hypotenuse longer side opposite to the right angle triangle. Okay, it's given to and what is a right angle triangle? And usually have one right angle, the value is 90 degree and have a two acute angle. Alright, so if given the diagram like this one, okay, right. So to define the hypotenuse, if given to you the small square like this one, you just see the opposite of this small square, right? So usually it's opposite of this right angle, this small square here. So this is a hypotenuse. So this is a hypotenuse. Right? And you can see from these three sides, EC, CB, and BA. So from these three sides, we can see AC is the longest side. Alright, and what is the meaning of a right angle triangle? So you can see, okay, so from these two diagrams, this angle, sorry, angle RPQ and RQP has are a acute angle. Okay, sorry for the of the sound at the back there. Okay, so from this one we can know, right? That is to define hypotenuse. Okay, so the example. Okay, the example that you can see there from the notes. Okay. Okay, to define the hypotenuse of the following right angle triangle, you just see opposite of this one, alright, or you can see which side has the longest side, right? So you just state, right? Either you want to state the level that given to you is like this, okay, or sometimes it's not given at each vertex. Sometimes they have a level for the side. Example, this is a PQR, so you can set a state or write down R only, okay, if given on the side. If not, you can state what that has level on the vertex there to define the hypotenuse of the diagram. Okay, the next example here, right, the diagram shows two right angle triangles. Right, this is a combined shape of the geometry. Okay, they have a two right angle triangle which are EBCs. Oh, sorry, this one I forget to label it. Right, so EBC and BCD. Right, so name the hypotenuse and right angle in the right angle triangle. Okay, so this one. Okay, I hope you can correct it because this one don't have the label on the diagram. Okay, so the correct one is this one. Okay, so you just write down this is A, B, C, D. Alright, so the question asks you to name the hypotenuse and right angle in the right angle triangle. Okay, okay, so this is ABC and BCD. Right, so from the first right angle triangle ABC. So which one is the hypotenuse? So you just say AC is the hypotenuse and ABC is the right angle triangle because you can see the diagram they have a shape of the small square here. Okay, so for the next one, triangle BCD, right? So which one is the hypotenuse? BD is the hypotenuse because BD is the longer side and also the opposite of this square, small square here. And BCD is the right angle triangle. So because this is a 90 degree, remember, right angle triangle means the value is equal 90 degree. Okay, alright, so we go back to our note. Our note is this one. Okay, uh, okay, so for this one, next one. Okay, we go to the relationship between the side of right angle triangle. Okay, usually the relationship we tell known we can call it as or known as Pythagoras theorem. Okay, why we must know this one? Because we want to define the value for maybe one side or two sides. Alright. So this given to you the right angle triangle which is ABC, right? According the level on the vertex, okay, or this side, all right. Each BC named as a side of A, B, C, like this one. Right. So what is the formula to determine Pythagoras theorem? Okay, so the formula that you need to remember is this one is the hypotenuse. AC square equal one side which is AB square plus BC square. Alright? Okay, understand? So the formula, this is the hypotenuse. The hypotenuse is usually on your left side. AC square equal one side AB square plus another side power of BC square. Or you just take the length BC equal with the length of B. Alright, so B square equals A square here plus C square this one. Alright, both can. Right, either you want to use the level of the vertices or level of the side. Okay, so the example like this one. Okay, so I have two example here, right? Triangle, a right angle triangle for PQR and KLF. Okay, the question asks you to write an equation that relates the side of the following right angle triangle. Okay, so we assume the hypotenuse equal with Q, right? So hence to write down the equation, Q square equals P square plus R square. Alright, if you do not want to use the Q, the hypotenuse equals Q, you want to use the hypotenuse equal RP or PQ, PR, sorry. Okay, can, alright, it will be like this one. Okay, hold on. Okay, alright, example, you do not want to write down as a cube. Alright. Alright, you want to write down hypotenuse as a PQ. Right, if you choose the level on the vertex, so the equation also must follow the level on the vertex. Okay, so PQ, sorry, it's not PQ. Sorry. Right, the hypotenuse is PR. Okay, so PR square equal PR square equal, okay, PQ square plus QR square. Can, both can. That depend on you what hypotenuse that you want to use. Either the Q side, this one, or you just use the level on the vertices. Okay. Alright, so the next one, okay, example B. Alright, so example B, they have the value of length, or you want to use the level like this one. So, examples are given to you. Hypotenuse equal 13 centimeter, because from this one you just see which length is the longest one. So you can see the 13 is the longest one. Here's to write down the equation. 13 square equal 12 square, 12 square plus 5 square. Alright, if you do not want to use this one, you want to use hypotenuse equal km. Can. Hence, your equation will become km square equal kl square plus lm square. Both is correct answer. Okay. Alright, so to define length of side, we will use the formula. Right, all of you see the note that have there. Okay, hold on. Saya kena ambil dari masa ke semasa your attendance. Okay, plus. Right, see back the question. Okay, right. So, from the equation or formula that we know at here, or we must understand properly at here, we can find the length of side by using that formula. Alright, so remember the value of hypotenuse power of square equal one length square plus another length. Alright, so make sure do not take the value length of the same side. Okay, so example like this one. Okay, example, PQR is a right angle triangle. Okay, so given to you already, state to you, PQR is a right angle triangle. You need to find the length of PR. Okay, okay, so from this one, okay, so from this one, you can see, right, so given to you PQR, right angle triangle, so you no need to determine whether this one is a right angle triangle, and you must find the length of PR. So, PR, we can see, PR is the hypotenuse, because we can see from the diagram PR is the longest side, and it also, or we can see the opposite of the small square of the value of 90 degree there. Okay, so we can see PR is the hypotenuse, so directly your formula is this one, right? Hypotenuse PR square equal PQ square, no, plus QR square. Okay, right. So directly PQ square equal with what value? PQ equal 7 cm. Right, so means 7 square plus QR square. So what is the value? 24. Right, because of both it's the same unit, so no need to change to other units. Alright, so 24 square. After you get the value of power of 2 here, 7 square will get 49. 24 square you will get 256 plus both you will get 625. Right, but this value is equal with the PR square. Okay, so remember this 625 value for PR square. You see from above here. Okay, you need to find only PR. Okay, the length of PR. So how you want to solve that? Right, so PR square equals 625. So you must remove this power of 2. How you want to remove? Alright, so please remember, maybe you already learned this one. Power of 2, when you bring to other side, it will become the either the square root or cube root, depend on the power of on the other side. So this is a power of 2. When you bring to other side, it will become square root of 625. Right, so use your calculator. So you will find PR equal 25 what unit. See back on the diagram, so write down the unit. So please remember and don't forget double line your answer. Right, if you not remember, if you forget, write down the unit. So that's why you will lose a mark because we do not know. Right, the value is for what unit. Okay, right, so please be careful of that. Okay, so the next one. Okay, next question is. So next one, ABC is a right angle triangle. You need to find the value of x. Okay, so from this one, we determine first which one is the hypotenuse. So this one, the opposite of here is the EC is the hypotenuse. Okay, EC is the hypotenuse. So use the formula hypotenuse on your left. Hypotenuse is EC square equal one side you can write down is EB square plus BC square. Okay, so AC square what given to you the value, so you can see the diagram equals 6 cm square, so you just write down the value 6 square equal EB square given to you is square root of 10. No need to find the value square root of 10. Okay, you just write down back square root of 10 and power of 2 at outside plus BC equal what? X square. Right? Okay, so 6 square you will get 6 square you will get 36 equal 10 square power of 2. You will get 10 again. Okay, why? Right, we can see like this. The square root here is equal 1 then square root is equal power of 1 over 2 times. Okay, so this one is 65. So you will get equal 10 power of 1 is equal 10. Okay, alright, so because of that, you will get 10 back. So how you want to know? You can use your calculator to type this one, but be careful. You must use the correct method by using a bracket to find the value. Okay, so x squared, we do not know x squared, so you will write down again x squared. Alright, so how you want to define x squared? So this one is wrong, salah tu. Okay. 10 square root is the power of 2, you will get 10 again. Okay, so this one, please do a correction. Don't have 10 square there. Okay, so this one, 36 minus 10. Why? We want to find the x square, right? So the value of 10, you bring to other side. This is plus. Bring to other side, become minus, equal x square. 36 minus 10, you will get 26 equal x square. So to find x square, power of 2, you must remove. Bring to other side, it will become square root. Okay, so square root of 26 equal x. Use your calculator, so you will get x equal 5.1 cm. Alright, depend on the question whether you want to stick to either 1 decimal places, 2 or 3 decimal places. So this one, so the answer is 5.1 cm. Alright, so I hope you understand this explain so until for this topic, how to define a right angle triangle. But this one don't have the combine of geometric shape. Right, so we can see the next one. If have the combination of geometric shape. So I project you the another note that I gave yesterday. Okay, so this one. So I hope all of you already write down this one. Okay. Okay, so this one is a combined geometric shape. Right? So you can see from this one, okay, they have a two triangle here. First one is this one, another one is this one. Okay, but you can see the mean is a right angle triangle, this one. Okay, right, but this one is a combined geometric shape. Usually have you need to remember and be related with the formula area of triangle, perimeter, and so on. Okay, so from this question, the question asks you, EBC is a straight line. Okay, EBC. EBC, straight line. Okay. Given ACD, ACD 90 degrees. So we know ACD is a right angle triangle. Find the length of BC and AD. Okay. Alright. So now we want to find the value of BC first. Alright. So if you take out the shape of BCD, we take out first BCD. This one. A C D. Given to you, the C is a 90 degrees. So we know this is a right angle triangle. So the hypotenuse is BD. Can we find the BC? Can, because already given the value of BD, which is 13 centimeter, and the value for CD is 12 centimeter. So can we find the BC? Can, by using the formula that we learned before. Right, so we write down below here. Okay, BD is the hypotenuse. Alright, so BD square equal BC square plus CD square. Right, CD square. Right. So BD given to you is the 13 cm. 13 square equals BC. You need to find square plus CD equal 12. Okay, 12 square. So then you define, or you can directly find the value 13 square. You will get 169 minus 12 square is a 144. Okay, how become like this one? Because 12 square bring to other side, it become minus because this is a plus. When bring to other side, it become minus. Okay, so 169 minus 144, you will get 25. But this one value for BC is square, you need to find BC only. Power of 2 bring to other side, become square root. So BC equal 5cm. Okay, so we know BC is a 5cm. Okay, then you need to find the value of ED. So we draw again ED is CD. We need to find ED. Okay, so we already know CD is a curve from the diagram. AC, we just plus 11 plus 5. So what you get? 16 cm. So can you find the value of AD? Can, by using the same formula but different level. So AD square plus AC square plus CD square. Directly put the value on the equation there. Find the value for power of. You will get this one. Same like before, the value that you first get is for AD square. You need to find only the value for D, AD. So power of 2 bring to other side will become square root. Okay, square root of 400. So you will get AD equal 20. Alright, so done for that. Okay, so I hope all of you understand how to define the hypotenuse, to define the right angle triangle. Okay, I give to you. Alright, each one of you, you can check your Google Classroom. Okay, but for those that don't have the Google Classroom, okay, hold on, I check first. Saja tu. Oh, terima kasih. Okay, so attention nanti saya kena double check lah yang tak ada nama tu, nanti saya akan tanya sekali lagi. Okay, alright, so if you check your Google Classroom, the exercise I gave to you like this one. Okay, so no need to print out the slide. Okay, so this is the exercise for Pythagoras Theorem. What you need to do is, please write down the question on your book and complete it. Snap the picture of working method, attach the picture according to the question given on the slide. Okay, so this is the question. Please write down the question. Alright, so question number 1, they have a tree. One is a 1A, 1B, 1C, right? So they have a 3 question for question number 1. Okay, what you need to do, find the value of x in each of the following diagram. Draw this diagram, A, B, C. Alright, working, do on your exercise book, the book that you use for write down the notes. And please snap the picture and attach at here. Okay, I repeat, you do on your exercise board, then snap the picture, attach at this one, follow the question, so I will mark. Alright, save the question number 2, write down on your book, and put your working method, the picture of working method, put at the correct slide. Okay, so the total of your exercise that have a 5 question. Alright, so for those that maybe some of your friends don't have the Google Classroom, so I will attach also on the group.
What's
I
up?
will explain by listen the video that I recorded this one. Okay, so this one must submit before Tuesday. Alright, so I will announce for those that already done, and I will mark by using online. Okay, if you difficult to submit using the Google Slide, please submit personal to me through a WhatsApp. Alright, okay, understand? Okay, so this one is a 20%, so I need to take another attendance. Alright, I'm not sure who just come in. Okay, so the next period, please write down the exercise and do it right now. Okay, you have another maybe how many minutes? I'm not sure. So please do it right now. Alright, assignment either using a Google Classroom or through a WhatsApp. Thank you for joining today. If you have a problem, you just ask me through a WhatsApp. Okay? Must copy, yeah. Must copy the question. Okay? But snap the picture of your working method, attach on the Google slide or send to me through a WhatsApp. Alright, thank you. Alright, so I will see you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye, teacher.
Bye, teacher.